Hello everyone, my name is Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a exciting video, and this is 10 Before the End. And that sounds so dramatic, and I love that title, like before the end of time. No, but seriously, before the end of the year. And I'm so overwhelmed with like all the choices that I have. But we'll see what I get to this year, because it's already November, and like I feel like this tag maybe was supposed to be done like September. I don't know. We'll see. We have some books to talk about, and we'll go from there. So the first book I want to talk about is The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. So this is a fantasy, and it follows Vasilisa in the Russian wilderness as she navigates life after her father remarries a very pious woman compared to the village's rituals. So this book is definitely like Russian folklore from my understanding. And I've read the first two books, and the third one I have not finished. And I definitely want to get to that before the end of the year, so I guess that's 3 books already. But I do have this on audio, and it's been excellent so far. The narration is so amazing. It's excellent. I highly recommend it if you do want to pick up this book. Is that the audiobook? Top tier. Next, we're going to be talking about Dune. Yay, everyone's favorite book. And it's my favorite book right now because I'm actually reading this for a reading vlog. And I'm not super far through. Yeah, 84 pages out of this 600-page monstrosity. Yeah. Anyway, so this follows a young boy named Paul as he navigates his family's and other families' ambition on the planet Arrakis, which is Dune. Yes. So far this book is very slow. It's very political. It's very sci-fi, atmospheric. I do recommend it so far, but obviously I don't know exactly what happens throughout the book because I've not seen the movies. I did that on purpose so I could finish the book first and then see if I'm interested in the movies, I guess. So yeah. Next is, this book's a little damaged, but you know what? It's still readable. So it is what it is. And that is Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. So I'm pretty sure Faye and her like entire Discord are going to be very excited about this one. Because I read The Assassin's Apprentice, right? I think about a year ago. And I did really enjoy it. It was kind of slow going fantasy, but like the character fits. So much happens to him. I feel so bad for him. But I'm going to see like what happens to him in this book. Hopefully nothing too terrible. I'm pretty sure most of the series is about him, so clearly he lives, I guess. So at least that's something. So essentially we are following Fitz, a royal bastard, trainee assassin, and holder of secrets crucial to the security of the kingdom. So it's pretty intense. So we're going to get to this hopefully this year. We'll see. It's definitely a good hopeful one. I'm definitely really excited about it, so I think that's going to help me. Next we have Call the Midwife by Jennifer Worth. So this is a series, like a TV series that I absolutely devoured. It was so good. It's definitely not my usual kind of read, but like that series was epic. And I've read like maybe half of this book and then I DNF'd it. It was a soft DNF though, so I definitely want to come back to it and see like maybe what I was enjoying and what I wasn't enjoying about it. So this follows a young midwife in training. Her name's Jennifer, as you can see. It's like a memoir, right? So this is in the 1950s in the East End of the UK, or is it London? I don't know London very well. I don't know the UK very well, but I believe it's in the East End of London, if I remember correctly. Yes, East End of London in the 1950s. Okay. I remember now, I think. And it's a really good read. It has to do with obviously birthing babies, but also the poverty and structural issues within London at the time. So like it's a really intense read for sure. So yeah. Next we have one that I bought and I wasn't sure about it. Essentially it's Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So, from my understanding, this is a love saga. That's like essentially what I know about it. It's these two characters fall madly in love in their youth, and then they marry other people, and they come back together when like the spouse dies, I guess. So it's like a second chance romance. So like we'll see how that goes. I'm not a huge fan of romance, but I definitely wanted to try it because it's like a historical romance. So we'll see. We'll see. I believe it's a historical romance. Now I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I don't know. It was published in 1988, but was it around that time or was it earlier? I don't know yet. I'll have to get back to you on that. Next, we need to talk about Kevin by Lionel Shriver. So this is a very intense read. It has to do with school shootings. Anyway, there's this mother and her son was a school shooter, and she's trying to navigate life after this happens. I believe it's said about 2 years after the horrific events. And I'm very interested in this, and I think it's definitely a timely read, especially with everything going on, especially in America. So I'll see if I want to vlog this or if this is something that I just read on my own. We'll see. Next is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I adore this series. I've read all the books in it. I definitely want to do like a reread of this. So this book isn't too long. I believe it's like maybe like 300 pages? Yeah, about 400 pages. So not too long. And for those of you who've been living under a rock, this follows Katniss Everdeen. She is a young girl that lives in District 12. There's 12 districts, and there's a harsh capital that keeps them in line. And then one day her sister gets called into the Hunger Games, and she has to take her place. And Hunger Games is like a fight to the death. I'm not explaining any of this very well, but I've read it so many times, and I've adored this movie and this series so many times that I don't even know how to talk about it anymore. So definitely a good one. I definitely want to reread the series and see like if I enjoyed it as much as I did the first time. I'm sure I will, because I've read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, loved it. Read Sunrise on the Reaping, loved it. And hopefully there's more coming out in the series. Like it's so good. Next we have a memoir on writing. Stephen King on writing, a memoir of the craft. So this is a part memoir, part instructional manual on the art of writing by one of the masters of the art, or of the genre, whatever you want to call it, really. So I don't know too much about Stephen King's life. I know that he's written quite a bit. He writes a lot. And I know there's this like infamous interview between him and George R. R. Martin where there was like this part where George R. R. Martin was complaining about the writing process and everything, and Stephen King's like, I've never had that issue. And I just thought it was so funny. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish like I was like that when I'm doing my writing. But like, I feel like I'm more like George R. R. Martin. I feel like a lot of us are. So next, I talked about these two books in my last video, so I won't go into them in too much detail. But that is A Song to Drown Rivers by Anna Liang. And this one is inspired... I talked about this briefly in my other video, but I pretty much said this is inspired by the legend of Cixi, one of the famous four beauties of China. So Cixi must navigate the Wu court as she uses her beauty to bring down an immoral king. So like this is really good, and I got like halfway through it and then I soft DNF'd it. I feel like a lot of these books like have soft DNF'd, but I can't help it. When I'm in the mood to read something else, I gotta read something else like right away. So I'm terrible for that for sure. But it's kind of floppy actually. It's nice. Anyway, so I definitely want to try to get to this one soon. Hopefully before the end of the year. That's the plan. And yeah. Then lastly, we have The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons. So, this book's kind of heavy actually. Anyway, so this follows... Where did I write it down? Kieran, a long-lost prince, finds himself under the control of his new family and their power plays and ambitions. He's no hero, though. He's destined to destroy the Empire. Okay, when it sounds like that, though, all I can think of is Star Wars, like destroying the Empire. So cool. So I'm guessing this has to do with, like, morally gray character, but also, like, maybe the Empire's not a good thing, and then he has to bring it down because he's trying to free people from oppression. So, like, gotta think that he's at least, like, somewhat of a good character to be reading. I don't know. I've known, like, nothing about this book. I know that Faye was telling me that, it's convoluted. So, like, I'm kind of excited to start it. We'll see after I'm done my current reads, and then go from there, I guess. Okay, so I think that's all the books I want to talk about. That's 10 right there. So let me know down below, have you read any of these books? Do you have any opinions on these books? I would love to know. And also, have you done a video for 10 Before the End? I'd definitely love to see it because I love seeing these recommendation, but also these TBR videos that, like, you don't even know if you can actually get to the books. So that's kind of fun as well. And yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you very much for watching.